ladies and gentlemen, we need a few seconds. Okay, nice. Today I'm going to present my aid speech, which is about visual aids, and I need to work with the screen. Since I'm not a television journalist, it's a little bit hard for me, so I need your help, because this speech will be interactive. I need your feedback, and I want you to focus on the information I'm going to provide you. I'm going to use the screen, as I said, and in one moment I'm going to ask you for feedback. I'm going to talk about something very important, something that we don't like to talk about. I'm going to talk about refugee crisis in European Union. This is very important because a lot of politicians and people in European Union and all over the world, they don't like to talk about it. They think that it is one of the problems of European Union, but not the most important one. And today I want you to prove that refugee crisis threatens the existence of European Union as it is not right now. European Union is a system without borders. You know, refugee crisis started because of civil war in Syria, partly because of conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. Next photo. In 2015, a lot of people through Greece and Italy, they escaped from Syria, from the hell on earth, to Germany, Sweden, Austria and other countries. And in 2016, it was like this. I'm not trying to accuse refugees or something, I don't want generalizations, but when they came to European Union, they took some problems with them. I'm talking about three main problems. The first one is that, according to various investigations and research, some of these people among refugees, only a small amount, were recruited by Islamic State. And it's very hard to identify who is who, because you can be from Egypt, you are speaking Arabic, you are Muslim, and you can say, I lost my passport, Islamic State took it from me. And it's very hard to identify whether you are Islamic State supporter and fighter, or you are just refugee trying to save your family and yourself. So in 2016 it was like this, and now it's a tremendous and big problem. Because of social security services cannot identify who is Islamic State fighter, we have this. We have this. Okay. This happened in Brussels, and this happened in Paris. And last Thursday, probably you heard, this happened in Barcelona. I'm not trying to accuse anyone, but what I want to say is that because of refugee crisis, we have problems in Europe. European Union is not safe, and it's hard to protect its citizens. Because when we are talking about bombs, you can do something, but when we are talking about guys on the car, it's impossible to find out who is going to do this terroristic attack with car, because there are a lot of cars on the streets. Okay, and you see, this is a map of civil war in Syria. And in this country there are a lot of people, and the truth is that most of these people, they don't have higher education. Almost all these people don't have higher education, and a lot of people don't have even secondary education. And I have a lot of friends in Berlin and Munich, and they were telling me that most of these people don't speak English. I'm not talking about Swedish language or German language, but they don't speak English. And it's hard to integrate people who don't speak English, they don't have any good skills like IT or something like this. Some of them doesn't have secondary education, most of them doesn't have higher education. Imagine, you don't have skills, you don't have education, you don't have language, you don't have friends and connections. It's very hard for you to find money, it's very hard for you to start a new life. And of course, when people can't do this in a legal way, some of them, they're starting to do it in other ways, like thieves or other stuff. And you can Google it on the internet, there are a lot of stories. We don't like to talk about them, but sometimes it happens. And the problem is that the war continues. The previous one, please. The previous one. You see a lot of players, Islamic State, Kurds, and Bashar Assad, and Russia back to them, and Turkey and United States, and it's really hard. And I think that this war is going to continue at least for a few years. And it means there will be more blood. And if there is more blood, more refugees are going to escape to European Union. The next slide. So according to a serious statistics research, in 10 years, European Union population, thank you, will look like this. This is European Union citizens, and the grey one is non-European citizens, which means refugees. That's a lot of people. And European Union is not ready to give the shelter to all of them. They don't have this infrastructure. And this is really a problem. And the third problem is that these people have different cultural background. It's really hard when you lived in Syria for decades, for centuries, and now you're in the European Union with different kind of values, with different stuff, with different traditions. So now European Union has a serious problem. And I want your feedback right now. Please raise your hand those who, after all this information I provided you, believe that refugee crisis is a top problem, is the most important problem of European Union. Please raise your hands, those who believe it. Okay, just a few seconds. Okay, some of you did. Thank you. Next slide. You know, the second part of my speech title is Who is Mr. Lier? So, who is Mr. Lier? I'm your Mr. Lier today. I lied to you a few times, just a few seconds ago. I'm going to show you how it works. Next slide. I showed you these statistics. Eva, do you know what is AMC research? Because I don't. It can be FAL research or GLB research. There is no AMC statistics research. So I showed you just statistics. And can you go to the next slide? This is the truth. The population of European Union now is 510 million people, and the amount of refugees is 2 million people mostly. So this is refugees and this is European Union members. So this idea that refugees are going to be like a huge part of society in European Union, this is a lie. Secondly, why did some of you raise your hands? Some of you raised your hands because you believe me, but some of these people raised their hands because I asked them to do this before the meeting. And this is how it works on the TV shows. They're asking you to clap or to raise their hands when the director of the show needs you to clap or to raise the hand. And, of course, when you see a journalist in a suit with glasses, which is, by the way, not even real, this is just an ordinary glass, this is not a lens. So when you see people like this, you think that you can trust them. This is not true. And the European Union has a lot of other problems, such as corruption, such as populism, a lot of other problems. And the European Union citizens, they don't like to face it. So my idea is that our problem is not only about European Union, it's also about Ukraine, about our everyday life. We are afraid of facing our problems. You can create your house of cards, you can create, like you think, I have salary, I have 5 kids, everything, but Putin and all other guys, they are influencing you. So if one day your house of cards will fall, don't ask yourself why it happened. My advice is that we should face our problems, because when you are facing the problem, you are making the first step into solving it. Thank you.